Well, tonight I'm going to make a macaroni and cheese dish. Basically, I'm going to boil the macaroni here until the water boils. Cook it for 8 to 10 minutes. So it's not quite soft. It's still kind of al dente. And then we'll fix it up with the cheese, put it into bake. Okay, the macaroni now I've let cook for about 8 minutes. I'm just going to rinse it. It'd still be semi-hard at this stage because we're going to cook it in the oven for about 45 minutes. You don't want to have it too well cooked because it's going to continue cooking later on. We'll go ahead and make the cheese sauce for it now. Okay, what I've done is I've melted about 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan here. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour to it. And I have a mixture here which is a teaspoon of salt, and I use low salt for that. A teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of dry mustard, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of powdered onion granules. That's my seasoning mixture for it. I've got a casserole dish. What I've done here is I've used margarine, and I've coated the inside of the dish with the margarine. It'll help for cleanup later on. And I've actually used some garlic, powdered garlic granules, and I've added those to the dish around the edge. Along with this, I've got about a little more than about 2 cups of milk there. And I got about 2.5 cups of grated cheddar cheese. Now, if you're in the States or somewhere you can get it, you can use a Velveeta cheese. In the Philippines, we use an Edam brand cheese. It's not the Edam cheese, it's Edam brand, which is a kind of a processed cheese spread like Velveeta. It'll make a smoother, textured cheese sauce. We also have this one here, which is a processed cheese spread that you could use something like this or Cheese Whiz as well for your cheese in it. Makes it a creamier sauce. Alright, I've added all of the flour to the butter here. I've stirred it up and I've made a roux. Okay, now this is going to provide the thickening for your melted cheese sauce. Alright, so we're going to add our spices to it. Okay, and we'll mix those in as well. You don't want a lot of spice in this because it'll overpower the cheese flavor. But you need something in there to give it a little bit of taste. Alright, we're going to add the milk now. Okay, that's the milk. Now we're going to turn up the heat some and let this mixture heat up. You're going to need to be stirring this occasionally so it doesn't burn. I usually use a wire whisk while I'm doing it. And we'll be back. Okay. My milk mixture is heating up. I say just make sure you stir it once in a while. You see it's starting to get brown here on the edges. You don't want your milk to burn and curdle. Okay, so just keep stirring it up. I'm also put the macaroni back in the casserole dish that I'm going to make the macaroni and cheese in. And as soon as my milk starts thickening a little bit, I'll be adding cheese to it. Okay, I'm going to add about half of my cheese to the mix right now. And let it start melting into the sauce. Okay. And my mixture is starting to thicken up some. And you can see the consistency here that I'm getting with the cheese. And now we'll turn the heat down a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add some more of the cheese into the sauce. Depends on your own taste. I like macaroni and cheese to be really cheesy. A lot of people don't. They prefer to have a little less of the cheese and the saturated fat, which is probably a good thing. Okay. Now it's turning a nice golden color. Alright, that should do it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this cheese sauce all over my macaroni. And then we'll give it a quick stir and mix it all. Okay, I've got all the cheese stirred in here now. Sauce. That's a pretty creamy mixture. What I'm going to do here, I've got some breadcrumbs here. I'm just going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top, give it a little bit of a crust for when it's cooking. Just like that. Okay. Now, this needs to go in the oven and bake for about half hour, 35 minutes. Your temperature is going to be about 150 Celsius or about 300, 325 in a Fahrenheit oven. And I'll actually put a cover on this casserole dish so it doesn't dry out. And we'll see how it comes out. Alright, there's the finished dish, macaroni and cheese. Hope you enjoy it.